Good news. I guess we have to add part two. Um, we're getting food, which also got interrupted by the. The good news is the storm went from being this two massive red cells directly over and coming at us to not that, and now it's just a bunch of rain. It's still like super dark outside. It's all around us, but it's basically dissipating. So mental modulation. I don't see why this card's bad. Kind of just a cycler. It's probably these. Yeah. The Steel Swarm Operator. And this guy might be okay. Activate abilities of artifact sources. Artifact spell. There are a number of these. It's probably just okay. As long as you control an artifact, this creature gets +1/+0. Probably a decent wall. When this creature enters, look at the top two cards of your library. One goes in your hand, the other one... Okay. 2/1 though, which seems sad, but you're basically drawing... It's a Surveil 2, basically, or it's a draw... It's not even like that. It's draw 2, keep 1. Is really what it is. This is probably... I'd probably end up playing this a lot more frequently than other stuff. What was this? This Infiltrator. Oh, that's pretty good. This card probably has to be dealt with. Cast 2 spells, get in for free damage, and draw a card. I like. Enchant artifact or creature you control. Okay, that seems a bit gross. This is probably interestingly better than average. The only issue is it doesn't do it. You need something that makes... You need something that works with it. But it has my attention. Whenever this creature becomes tapped, untap another permanent. Decent stat line. End of turn. So that seems just average. Seems like a pretty good counter spell. That's probably a pretty good card in this set. Second spell's cheaper. So we just had this card in ice armor. It cost 4, up or down. It was good. This card was good. And now that it comes with Surveil 1, it's probably still good. Is this card advantage? This creature enters, you may sacrifice an artifact. When you do, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. Draw a card. Probably better than average. If I could put him, if I give it like a 6.5, it's probably what it gets. Who's this guy? Is this a constructed plant? You get an additional trigger. I'd have to go through all the triggers in the set. This card may be actually really good, and it may also just be kind of nothing. We've seen this before. It wasn't very good in the last set, except if you knew you had a really good trigger. Tractor beam. Oh, you take over it. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Enchant a creature or a spacecraft. When this enters, tap it. Enchanted permanent doesn't... That's kind of hilarious. I appreciate that you get to control it. So they basically, the bonus here, and you're paying an extra blue pit mana for it, is they can't sack it. Unless they do it in response, they can't sack it because you stole it. This is probably pretty good. Uthros Starship. This enters draw 2, discard 1. We saw this in the previous set. It was pretty good. Just a different way to have to activate it. But you can see that based on Flying Carpet in the last set, they're equating tapped creatures to discard, like how many cards are in your discard on some level. Cerebral Download, Surveil X, artifacts you control, then draw 3. Okay, that's pretty good. This costs 3 less to cast if you've cast another spell this turn. Okay, that's probably pretty good. It's a 4/4. So when you the only bad time is top decking, but by that point of the game, you should just be able to cast it. It's 4/4, and right now we haven't seen that many things bigger. Whenever another artifact you control enters, create a 2/2 token. Once per turn. This guy's probably pretty good too. A lot of artifacts in the set. This is probably, you have to, yeah, this is probably a 9. The only that's not bomby about it, that just wins the game immediately, is that this card's pretty ridiculous. So that's probably the best card we've seen in the set. Quantum Riddler. When this enters, you draw a card. Okay, cool. As long as you have 1 or fewer cards. This is another guy that probably has to be handled quickly, because the card advantage is going to be ridiculous. Surveil 2. Guy's probably okay. Raider. We turn up to 2 target non-spacecraft creatures. Turn up to 2 target non-spacecraft. So you can't mess with the spaceships. And this guy mills. Costs a lot. That's kind of the primary issue, but he's probably pretty playable. Weft walking. This guy isn't a Jedi at all. When this enters, if you cast it, shuffle your hand and discard pile into your library and draw 7. Whoa. That might be a 10. The only problem is it gets your opponent cast for free. But do you care? I'm not sure you care. Mouth of the Storm. When this creature enters, creatures your opponent controls gets... This guy costs a fortune though, so he's probably not particularly great. That's a lot of mana to cast. Whenever a creature you control... Whoa! He costs 4 to... This guy's probably pretty good too. Okay, so blue is probably pretty good. I think blue's pretty good in this set. Save and load up the next color here. Maybe we can blast our way through a couple more colors. Okay, blue, get out of here. Alright, let's do black. Embrace Oblivion. You gotta sack something. So sideboardish. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Sideboard. Oh. Oh my goodness. Come on, AI garbage. Go away. Why'd they have to put AI garbage in my browser? Come on, Death Touch. Whatever. Equipped creature gets +3/+1, has a void, so that is... Oh, no, these are different abilities under void. If something left the battlefield, or a spell was warped, you get to attach it for free. That's probably more playable than it appears. That's a pretty decent equipment. +3 is pretty good. Bad toughness. So dead weight, we've seen this. This is probably pretty good, and this probably goes up pretty high. This guy's 4/1 with Defender. I mean, it's hard to ignore that it's a 4/1. I don't know, I think it's a sideboard. I think it's pretty low. It's like barely playable. Destroy all creatures with toughness X or less, and you lose X life. If X is 6 or more, return a creature. Okay, this is pretty bomb, so we're gonna put this over here. Beamsaw Prospector. When this creature dies, create a lander token. We've seen this with the rat. It was just Shaft. This spell costs 1 less to cast if it targets a blocking creature. I mean, it's playable. I kind of like creatures, though. Target creature gets -3/-0 until end of turn. Then if that creature's power is 0 or less, destroy it. It's probably pretty good. There's a lot of situations I think that's actually going to work. Surveil 1, then you draw a card. Okay, this is pretty good. Or you sacrifice something, so it's average. Shaft. Sunset Saboteur Menace. Ward, do you have to discard a card? What is this card? So it's got Menace. If somebody tries to take it out, they have to discard a card. So I guess you really have to block it, question mark? But whenever it attacks, you're giving a +1 counter to one of their guys. But if they don't have any guys, this is probably more playable than it appears. I don't like ever giving an opponent anything, though. Nah, that needs to go just on playable. It may turn out that that card's not playable at all. But that menace seems very annoying. But like, say you attack, they remove it, and then they get to keep the +1 counter, and they remove your card, but they discarded a card? Ugh. You may cast this card from your discard using its warp ability. So this thing can just keep coming back. Right, just playable. Yeah, we've seen this card before, it's just playable. This is a triple pip. Choose only one. Exile something. Return 1 or 2 creature or planeswalker cards to your hand. 2 counters on target creature gains lifelink. And it's an instant. This is probably pretty good. It's hard. The problem is the cost, but oh well. Is it better than it's? Well, you get choices. I think it's got to be an 8. It's solid removal. We can't really. It's not that it's overcosted. It's just that it's hard to get 3 pip. So there's a lot of times you may just not take it because it's not very reliable to cast. Flash. When this artifact enters, so you hit something else with dead weight. Well, I don't see a reason to not do this. A lot of good removal in black. Or at least pretty good circumstantial removal. Okay, seems pretty good. This is a pretty sticky guy. He's probably pretty solid. Oh, 5/3. Probably better than average. Oh, it's a spacecraft. Okay, so the discard's hurt, but we've only seen one card that discards. Flying and Death Touch. Whenever this spacecraft attacks, each opponent discards. Each opponent who can't loses 3 life. The 3/10. Probably just average. Grab kill? I'll just straight removal. Vote out. Of course there's an Among Us reference. How is this any different? Exile? This has to be a creature. I think that's probably still good. The fact that it has Convoke. This creature enters. This card's probably pretty good. That warp thing lets you do a few cool things with it. When this creature enters, until end of turn, target creature you control gets +X+0. This seems to cost a lot for the effect. We'll just put it in the better than... I guess I could kill something, so let's move it up actually. Grav Blade Heavy. As long as you control an artifact. That touch. 4/4 for 4, probably okay. Whenever this becomes tapped, you may sacrifice another creature or artifact. If you do, draw a card. I've seen this card, it's okay. It's playable. Beginning of your end step. If a non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn or a spell was warped, to draw a card and lose 1 life. This guy is potentially quite good. It's the station. Everyone sacrifices something. We saw that. It was okay. There's a lot of tokens we've already seen in just the first 2 colors that aren't black. This seems average. Return target creature card from your discard to the battlefield. How is this guy not busted? This is somebody that has to be removed immediately. That's actually really good. Discard a card at random. Now, one thing to note about Ward is they have to have the cost. They can't just say, like, I got 0 cards. This guy is also rather tricksy. Whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent chooses a creature they control and exiles it. At the beginning of your end step, if the player controls no creatures, sacrifice this. Then put a creature card exiled with it onto the battlefield under... Okay. Probably pretty good. I don't know how busted... That card might end up being rather busted in play. But I would just like it sorted above all the stuff that I think is just kind of shaft. Elegy Acolyte. Whenever 1 or more creatures you control deals combat damage to a player, you draw a card and lose 1 life. 1 or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player. I don't see why this card's bad if it's better than average. This seems better than average. Maybe not that great. It's expensive. And it's on a specific creature. And there's more creature removal than... Yeah, it's probably just okay. The spell costs 2 less to cast if a non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn or a spell was warped this turn. Now these have been okay. It's playable. Oh, I should read the text on that more carefully. Is it non-land? Non-land. That's really good. That might actually be better than that. Voidborn. Whenever another creature, artifact, creature you control dies, target opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. This card was playable. Scrounge for Eternity. Return target creature or spacecraft card with mana value 5 or less. You have to sacrifice something to cast this. You also get a lander token. Considering some of the other cards that we saw, this guy is basically just right on the line. Does it go into play? To the battlefield. And it was how much cost? This might be better than that. I don't know. Mill 3 cards. The return of a creature or spacecraft card. Flyer lifeline. It's kind of just decent. When this creature enters, destroy up to 1 other target creature. If that wasn't dealt damage this turn, that's sideboard bad. Comet Crawler. Lifelink. Whenever this creature attacks, we sacrifice another creature artifact. If you do, creature gets +2/+0 until end of turn. It's just a playable. Umbra Collar Zealot. Sacrifice something, surveil one. It's playable. Alright, so that's the end of black. Try to zoom through these two colors, and then I'm going to go eat. Or if I decide to stop sooner, I do. Create X tokens that are copy of target artifact or creature you control. You gain haste. This could be pretty busted. I'm going to put it here. That could be an I win the game card. Full War. Target creature you control gets blah until end turn. That creature was cast for its warp cost. It also gains trample and haste. It's probably more playable than it appears. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Whenever this creature attacks, you may pay 2. Sacrifice at end of... Seems whatever. Plasma bolts are shock. And if it's upgraded, you deal 3. It's probably pretty good. Shock's pretty good. Rust Harvester, Menace. Exile artifact card from your graveyard. Put a +1/+1 counter on this creature, then it deals damage equal to its power to any target. This has some potential. We'll put him above the average. Terrapack Intimidator. This is probably pretty good. Because he has to give you a 4/3 or a bunch of land drawers. I like that. So red is gonna ramp in this set. Is that what's happening? Turbo Drone. This guy might actually be a pretty interesting tool to activate warp stuff. Pain for all. Enchant creature you control. Enchant creature deals damage equal, so it gets a fling ability. That's probably pretty strong. Probably a sideboard card. Because red probably doesn't want to bop their own stuff. Whenever this creature or another Kavu you control enters, exile the top card of your library. For as long as it remains exiled play, you control a Kavu. This seems better than average. It may actually be a high wanted creature. Its stat line's pretty good too. That's probably more playable in this set. Somebody plays a station. Sacrifice another artifact. Exile cards. Maybe a sideboard card? Costs 4 to cast to begin with. So like, let's say you got 5 artifacts. Oh, plus the sacrifice artifact. It seems rough. Seems rough cost-wise. Another Cav. Your Lander token. Seems okay. Debris Field Crusher. Debris. And it's a shock, and then it turns into kind of an okay thing. Kind of costs a lot, though. It's probably merely just playable. Here's a Pilot. Gives haste. Artifact cards and red creature cards all have Warp 2 in your hand. That's probably better. Average. Okay, he's probably pretty good. Terminal Velocity. Hand to the battlefield. That permanent gains haste. This permanent leaves the battlefield, deals damage equal to its mana to each creature, and if you go your end step, sacrifice this permanent. This is probably a pretty good card. I'm going to put it in the 8s. Some of these cards in the 8s for red might be 9s. This card is really expensive, otherwise it's probably pretty good. I'm noticing that there's a lot of expensive cards in this set, but keep in mind, Lander lets us get a lot of land. Or at least, like, I'm assuming you're going to probably get like 1 or 2 more land than you typically get. So, a card that costs 4 or 5, maybe 6 or 7 is okay. This station doesn't seem particularly great. Just keep in mind, station only works on your turn. Seems average. This trooper seems okay. When this creature enters, it deals 1 damage to target creature an opponent controls. That's a reasonably costed thing. Oh, there's a lot more cards than I think. I want to finish. Whenever another artifact you control enters, you may pay 1. If you do, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Probably pretty good. Probably a decent removal card. Pretty decent removal. Deals damage you on a target creature. Okay. Red's pretty good, man. Playable. A whole bunch of stuff happens. Exile up to copy it. Copy spells. It's really going to be a matter of what spells you can copy. That seems decent, though. A lot of these cards are pretty good. I'm overrating some of them, I think. Guy just has haste. Cool. 6 damage target creature. If excess damage was dealt this way, create a Lander token. That's a better costed version of the card we just saw, but it doesn't remove an equipment. During your turn, other stuff gets stuff. Okay, cool, playable. When another creature artifact you control enters, this creature deals 1 damage each opponent. It's probably just fine. I think some of these are probably just 6s and I'm overrating them into the 7s. They just all seem like, sure. Litho breaking. Each creature. That seems worse than some of the other ones. It's just average. Weapons manufacturing. That's apparent. That's. I'm gonna put this in the sideboard because if you have the right stuff, that card could be really annoying for damage. Like that might actually end up being like a big Boros thing. Just putting that on all your artifacts. First strike until reach and first strike. Probably decently playable. Whenever a land you control enters, this creature gets +2/+0. Honestly, that's like almost sideboard. Kind of just sideboard. When this artifact enters, you may discard a card if you do draw 2. Okay. Create a thing. It's a better version of Thrill of Possibility. It's probably playable. Instant deals 3 if it's 5 if you have a spacecraft. Okay, this card's probably pretty good. It's Lightning Bolt, basically. Plus, Lightning Bolt plus. This serves a purpose. It's probably just playable. Last red. Sacrifice an artifact or land, draw a card. Alright, so that's red. Green, and then I'm going to call it Goe. When this creature dies, each player creates a lander token. Okay. I don't like giving away free stuff. There's a Might. Whenever this creature becomes tapped, another creature you control gets blah. Just blah. This Or enters, enchanted creature fights. It can only be blocked once. This is probably okay. Choose a creature you control or a warped creature you own in exile. Yeah, this is good. I mean, it's like Chocobo Kick. Whenever a land you control gain 1 life, playable. Destroy target artifact or enchantment if its mana value is 2 or less, create a token. 2 situational. I mean, you could destroy somebody's lander, right? When this spacecraft enters, you may sacrifice a land or lander. You search, you get 2. That's honestly probably pretty good. Shattered Wings, destroy target artifact, enchantment, or creature. We've seen this card in sideboard. There's a lot of artifacts in this set, it's probably just straight playable. Station, flying. Whenever this attacks, we put a creature card in your hand on the battlefield. We just saw this. It wasn't very good. It wasn't very good. Fate Maker. When this creature enters, put a 1/1 on target creature. Each creature you control with a +1 counter on it has trample. It just seems playable. Explorer, you may play an additional land on each of your turns. You may play them from your discard pile. Whenever a land you control enters mill, he's probably just playable. He's got double tip and he doesn't statted very well. If 1 or more counters would be put on a creature and on anything, twice as many happen. This is probably better, more playable than it appears. Whenever this becomes tapped, create a lander. Yeah, like this. This guy's probably pretty good. Tapestry Warden. Each creature you control toughness greater than its power assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. Each creature with toughness greater than its power stations. Permanents using its toughness. This is probably decent. Worm gains 2 life. It's just a dude. It's great. You need big dudes to win games, though. Okay, put them back into your hand from your discard. 2 lands. For the battlefield. I don't know what to do with you. You're probably just okay. You're very expensive. 2 less. If your opponents control 3 or more creatures. And reach. This guy's probably pretty playable. 5/7's a pretty interesting stat line if it only costs 4. And 6, I mean, that's just appropriate for the stat line. X less to cast, or X is the number of differently named lands that you control. This guy's probably playable. Famished Worldshire? Ward 3, Devour Land. Whenever this creature enters, look at the X cards of your library, where this is the creature's power. 3 times that many lands. I don't know what to do with you. You're probably pretty good. Godmaw. This is probably pretty gross. Might actually be a little bit better than that. Bailoff. Can't be countered. Trample haste. Creatures spells you control can't be countered. Damage? Combat damage can't be prevented, although I haven't seen anything in the set that would be preventing combat damage yet. Spell can't be countered. Probably pretty good. Trample and haste. I just don't know if I'd really pick it higher. Is it better than some of this other stuff? It's only a 3/2. Bioengineering. They should just call this bioengineering. I don't understand when we make verbs on magic cards. Bioengineered future? That's a phrase. That's not a magic card. It's an event. Anywho. Each creature you control enters with an additional 1/1 counter on it for each land that entered the battlefield under your control this turn. I don't know if this card is any good. I almost want to just say it's sideboard. It's playable. It doesn't seem very good. Another creature you control with a counter on it that dies. Okay, that's probably quite good. It's one of these. It's a good card. Whenever a land you control enters, this creature gets... It's just a straight up trampler. He's reasonably statted though. Creature enters, make a lander token. This guy is very good. He's perfectly statted. This guy's very good. Is he good as the Godmaw? I think he's actually that good. That's a really good stat line, and a lot of these things all cost way too much. When this spacecraft enters, put a 1/1 creature counter on each creature you control. You know, see like that, like this guy's already probably pretty good. Beginning of combat. What? Oh wow. We've seen this. We've seen this card. It kind of needs to be dealt with. This creature's power and toughness are each equal to the number of lands you control. We've seen this card. It's okay. He doesn't have trample. Here we put one. This is probably pretty good. Removal. Use social engineering. We saw this card. It was fine. It's one of these. Whenever land you control enters, double the power of target creature until end of turn. Statted appropriately, it's probably pretty good. Guys, surveil. Guy's probably pretty good. Put him down there. Probably overrating a couple of these. This guy is probably pretty good. This creature enters with X +1 counters on it. When this creature leaves the battlefield, put its counters on target creature you control. Probably pretty good. Anything else gets death touch, that's kind of average. That's a interesting instant. It just gives him indestructible on a token. Seems way too expensive. He's playable enough. Alright. So that leaves us with there were a few cards that we ended up missing here by accident. The Mechazoa. He's okay. The Skittermaw. Guy's just playable. The Monolith. This seems okay. So what's left here? We got 16 artifacts. Maybe we'll just burn through this. Just whatever. Mill, sideboard. This enters, create a lander token. Okay. It's okay. Got a card draw in it. Whenever another creature you control dies or puts one counter you dies or put in exile. This seems okay. It just seems like it's gonna be difficult to get the payoff. That's probably better than average. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, create a 1/1 token with flying. This can only block creatures with flying. The 3/3. Probably pretty good. Osmogoyf. I know that name. This creature's power is equal to the number of cards you own in exile, and its toughness is equal to 1 plus that number. Exile. We might be able to make that card pretty big. I'm not sold until I see it break a game, though. Diadrime. Mana spent to cast it. Whenever you attack or remove one. This guy's pretty good. On this attack, it enters mill 3, sacrifice creature. Probably pretty good. Death Touch Lifelink. Whenever Servandum enters or attacks other creatures you control, get +1/+0, gain Death Touch. Guy's probably pretty strong. Another Uthros. Okay. It's probably pretty decent. Beginning of your end step, control 2 or more tapped creatures. Create a thing. It's probably, I mean, if I gave that one that, it's probably pretty close. Remember, land you control enters, target creature has base, power, and toughness until 3. Control 6 or more. Is that lands, it said? That's probably pretty busted. Choose odd or even. Destroy each creature with a mana value of the chosen quality. Is this just a flat-out bomb? I mean, you just lose the game, right? This seems situational. That requires a lot to flip. This is probably just here, assuming you can actually play it right. I'll put it on the side. I'm not sure that's very good. Gastronaut. What is this guy? This guy seems niche, but he might work in Boros. Return target artifact creature from your graveyard to your hand. I haven't seen any food tokens. Hold up. I've seen like no food tokens. Oh, they are foods in addition. Never mind. Maybe it's playable. Yeah, it's probably just average. This creature enters, create a lander. Draw 2 cards, create a token. This is going to be an actually really good card in Sealed. Double Strike Vigilance. Spells you cast have affinity for artifacts. Probably pretty good. Destroy everything. Any number of target players each mill half their library a round of down. It's expensive though compared to some of the other things we've seen. Maybe it is just as good as the other one. It doesn't really win you the game though. This other card just wins you the game. That counter spell probably should be like a 9 for this particular set. This was like Locke in the previous set. He wasn't really that entertaining. Alright, all fates. 1 mana of any color. Okay, so it's just playable. Surveil, flying, playable. We're almost done. We'll just finish. When this enters, exile each opponent's graveyard. Sideboard. The Dominion bracelet. 15? Is that really what it sounds like? Control target opponent during their next turn. I don't really understand how this card works. I'm just going to put it over here. It costs a fortune. Is that even, like... What a stupid card. Don't write Magic cards like that. Stupid card. I don't know if it's a 10, though. But it does let you, like, ruin their board. So that does seem pretty busted. We saw that card. It was okay. Chrome Companion. Wait, I saw this the other day. Or no, we had a similar one maybe. It's a throwback to the race car Doge. This card is probably sideboard interesting because of the mill stuff. It's probably just playable. That seems hard to get to that. Maybe it's a little bit better than that. Does it have to be responded to? I mean, it doesn't even say you have to attack. Maybe it's better than that. Sacrifice this creature. It's probably about as good as that other card. Space Elevator. I'm gonna say it's a sideboard-ish card. Anti-causal vestige. When this card leaves the battlefield, draw a card. When you put a permanent card, mana value less than or equal to the number of lands you control from your hand. This is probably pretty good. Kind of a board wipe. You probably want to take it. Bygone Colossus. Warp 3. Probably better than it appears. It's expensive. The End Zone. I mean the End Zone. Whenever you play land or cast a spell, draw a card. Probably fine. There's some really expensive stuff in this set. Affinity for slivers. We haven't seen a single sliver. This is a constructed plant. Well, I keep slivers. Oh, okay. Only makes 2, though. Double strike and haste is kind of interesting, though. Maybe it's okay. Non-token artifact creature you control deals combat damage to a player. Oh, great. Poison counter time. Oh, great. There's a stupid planeswalker in this set, too. Whenever an artifact you control enters, put a loyalty counter on him. You cannot gain loyalty counters any other way. Untap something if it's okay. Especially if more or less, put it in your hand and shuffle. This is... I love that this guy doesn't seem to be very good. This guy seems actively terrible. You'll probably be drafting him every time, though, right? Just to fill your collection. Because that's going to be used in something. I don't really think he's very good. Nutrient block. Indestructible. Effects that say destroy don't destroy this artifact. Kind of a whatever, sideboardish card. Okay, so what do we have for other things? Oh, it's a planet, which I'm assuming works just as a station. Okay, great. Create a token that's a copy of something you control, something legendary. You just keep doing this. Okay, so the land is pretty playable. I mean, it's not like you wouldn't take it. These are all just... Wait. Are these actually in the... Bonders Enclave? Are these special cards? These all look special. And I'm not going to rate these because I don't think they're part of... Oh no. These are the stupid bonus cards, aren't they? Hey, guess what? There's bonus cards, and if you get them, you probably should play them because they all say land. Because when they say land, that means you can play them as a land. And that basically means instead of playing 23 cards, you're playing 24. So I don't really find it necessary to rate all of these. I might come back and look at them. That's way too many, and if these are all the bonus things, you're really not going to see them that often anyways. Like the one that we just rated, that's one that you're going to see more commonly. So let's just see what we have for dual lands. Oh my goodness, this is stupid. Okay. Yes. Yeah, we're just going to put these all on the side, because these are cards you're only going to see rarely. Knowing what they are, we'll see them. So we got Breeding Pool. You can pay life and it enters tap. So there are dual lands. And we're just going to put these... This is fine. I'm just going to leave them here. I don't see... This is normal. Just Watery Grave, the same thing. That's great. They're the same thing. Let's just go over here. I'm assuming we have a full cycle of them. Yep. I'm just going to move these over. We do not have a full cycle of them. Okay. This land enters tap. When this land enters, sacrifice it unless you tap an untapped permanent you control. Add 1 mana of any color. Okay, I have to rate him. I mean, it's probably pretty good, to be honest. I think I'm actually rating that rather highly. This enters tapped. Get a crap ton of mana. Okay. This is a mythic land. Probably fine. I guess I'm rating these now. This one... No, we do have a cycle. Where's the 5th one? The Foundry? It's the Foundry. There's only 5 of them. It's not all 10. Oh, wait, so is there... We have one of these for this. If I said it was good enough in green, I'll say this one's a little bit less. Secluded Starforge. Tap X untapped artifacts. Target creature gets a bunch. Create a token. That seems awfully slow. I'm just gonna say it's okay. It's probably it's okay. Pay 2 life, sacrifice creature, draw cards equal to the creature's power. That seems pretty good. Draw a bunch of cards seems pretty good. Sacrifice lands to make stuff seems a little bit backward. Okay, that's pretty much the set then. So blue seems really good, black seems really good. Everything seems playable, so we'll see where it goes from that. I'll post the link. Here's the link. I am gonna go eat. See y'all later. Final Fantasy, the trading card game, Perfect Darkite. Yeah, we went through the whole set, and somehow I got all the way over here. So I'm gonna go eat my Taco Bell. See ya. Maybe might be back later.